What's up, everybody? It's your boy Galaxy Greg, and welcome to episode 159 of the Bmore Nerdy Podcast. I'm your host, Galaxy Greg, aka the OG Galaxy, aka Mr. Space Waste, aka the Interstellar Seller, because that's a new thing. And with me today is my co-host, Diva XOXO.
What it is, little dummies? It's your girl, Diva XOXO, aka the Spista Ratchet, aka the HNIC, the head nerd in charge, aka the official, unofficial Disney princess.
And my other co-host, HDTV.
The guy that watches movies, the guy that watches animes, the guy that just watches HD TV.
Every time I meet this nigga, he just gets cooler. I don't know what to tell you.
He does.
That's why he needed a moment to hop on. He had to get that shit together, practice in the mirror. All right, the guy that watches TV. No. The guy that watches TV.
We're one take Joes over here.
Diva, just so you know, your mic is coming through your camera. But today's episode is going to be a news episode. There is a ton of news. We had to take a week to skip past, and honestly, so many things happened. And just when we thought, it's not going to be that much more news. Brother, I tell you, even more came out. We got sad news, we got good news, we got crazy news. But let's get into the news. The good, the bad, and the ugly. First news point in specific.
Tell.
Huh?
I said, how can you always tell?
It's echoey.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Makes sense.
First, let's get into our sad news. We had 2 deaths this past 2 or 3 weeks. First one is Eric Dane, aka McSteamy, died at 53 due to lung failure specifically, but because he had ALS. If you guys don't know what ALS is, it was the fun challenge. Fun challenge is crazy. The challenge that everyone was doing was to raise awareness and there we go. The viral challenge people were doing was to raise money and raise awareness for ALS, which I believe is a degenerative muscular disease. But that's when people were doing like the bucket challenge. Apparently Eric Dane had that. I had no fucking clue. In that he also released a video to his daughters that was also shared with the public, telling them, go out, live your life, because you never know what's gonna happen. I know you were a big watcher, not big, but you watched Grey's Anatomy. You got any feelings about this,
You
brother?
watched Grey's Anatomy?
Yeah, for 17 seasons.
Oh, wow. He was in the drama?
While they were already done.
I think your mic just switched too.
I think he's just Mike obsessed.
He is, but it's different. I can hear it.
Yeah. Yeah. Come on.
Is that my options of mic choice were this input? Oh wait, now I'm talking through the camera actually.
Yeah.
Eric made me switch.
I think it's great because I didn't do anything. It just switched, and then he's like, "Your your mic switched." But how'd you know? How'd you know?
Powers are coming in, guys. It took them long enough.
Anyways, yeah, I mean, I watched Grey's Anatomy for 17 seasons. I think when it first went to Netflix, or sometime after that. Sad to hear that Eric Dane had passed. He was relatively young, honestly. So, 53, and that's a shame. I felt like he was a pretty good actor outside of that role, and I was looking forward to see him in his what's his name? Mission Impossible.
Wasn't he also
Tom
in
Cruise?
Euphoria?
Yeah, he's the dad in Euphoria. So this will, if he's in this season, that's it.
Oof.
Oh.
That means they would have to write him out some way. Off-screen killing,
Well, if he's in the season, they'll write him out in the next season because it's already
that's
done.
what I'm talking about. Yeah. You get this season, like how Cameron Boyce, everything he was in before he passed, unfortunately, you had to see it and then be like, oh shit, he not gonna be in the next one. Descendants was the movie that came out right before he died or right after he died.
But with this, I mean, none of the trailers have shown him. Since they all graduated and they're living their own lives, there's a possibility he's not even in this season.
Fair.
I haven't looked up anything relating to it, so who knows? But it's unfortunate. It's pretty unfortunate.
Yeah. Another one for that's gonna hit heat pretty heavy. Satoshi Mori, he died last week, just this past week, at the age of 42. If you don't know who he is a legendary director from anime series such as Code Geass, One Punch Man, Fate series, and SAO, Sword Art Online.
Yeah, he's done a couple episodes across those series.
Yes.
I mean, that's really
It's,
good.
it's just
It's a good
crazy
catalog.
hearing that they died so young, and it makes
Yeah,
me
they're
very
so young.
sad.
I saw that.
That so many like mangakas and directors are just dying so young. Obviously, due to stress. That's usually what it ends up being: stress or sickness. And it's like, wow, it's
Yeah, I
almost
mean,
it's insane. You know,
life ain't fair.
it ain't. It ain't.
And it's
Life's
short.
wicked. Life's a bitch, and then you die. That's why we get high, because you never know.
If it had legs, it would kick you.
Agreed.
Life's a bitch and that's our sister.
Good bars, everybody. But a moment of silence for them because, great actor, great director, and, we need more of those in the world, in this crazy, crazy world, man. All right. Let's get into our other bad news, and that's the BAFTAs. The BAFTAs happened 2 weekends ago now. Basically, that's the British American something. What is it? Film and TV awards. There we go. There it is. But basically, the big controversy that happened there was a participant who was supposed to be receiving an award there, who has Tourette's, ended up screaming the N-word with a hard R several times while Michael B. Jordan and I'm blanking on his name, Delroy Linden.
I think Delroy, yeah.
Yeah, Delroy. Yeah. Were both on stage and they were presenting an award for someone, and that was said. The biggest controversy about that was the N-word part, but there's been an update since, in which he did an interview in which he told the people there who were inviting him that he was nervous and he knows how his tics are and how they can happen sometimes. It seems now through new information, and to sum up the interview, basically he found out that they had a mic near him and everything he said was heard, relatively speaking, but that was the only one that was like not taken out, and that was the one that they made sure was not edited out, and that was the one that made sure was loud, from what I can surmise from the interview and what was said, because he did have a mic near him. He was saying things all night that weren't in any of the broadcasts. They told him that they would take it out, and they never did. For the future broadcast, the after broadcast.
I feel like that's just a convenient explanation.
I think that I agree that being a convenient explanation, because the broadcast came out to us 2 hours later. So regardless if he said something or if there was a hot mic near him, it should have been edited out along with all of the other edits that were made, because it was a 3-hour event.
Mm-hmm.
It was a 3-hour event. They edited down to 2 hours. Yep. But on top of that, there were other things that were edited out. Like people used the example, like people said,
Free Palestine.
Oh, 100%. And stuff like that. Other things that he said was edited out that some people said was pretty loud.
Yes.
But and maybe a little bit disturbing.
But that's my thing. So, in his interview, he was like, my tics were going off. He was like, I said other racist and homophobic and other phobic slurs the entire night, but that's the one that was A, heard, and B, not taken out. So I agree with you that it's very convenient. But what I was getting at was more of like, this was a choice on the BAFTA's part, is what I was getting at, because all the other things we didn't hear, they were cut out. We made sure to get all that shit out. But this was the one thing that we let slip, and we let stay in a 3-hour broadcast that was cut to 2.
I also think, sorry, I knew you were about to say something, but I also think like a lot of people are saying like, oh, he's most likely a racist because you don't say it if you don't think it, and I'm like,
then they don't understand Tourette's, to be honest. But
right?
What did you have to say?
It's a tick. I was gonna say it's a tick, and if it's on his mind of just like, oh, my tics are gonna be a little bit more present because I'm nervous.
Yeah,
something bad is gonna happen. It's just horrible that they chose to keep that in.
Yeah,
I've feel like, I mean, I'm not fully understanding how Tourette's work, but I do feel like it's his takes are things that he's heard and
Correct.
consumed
No,
and
you're understanding
cycled.
perfectly then, yes.
It's not entirely his fault, but at the same time, I get why he was there because the movie was based on him.
Right.
Um, but it just felt like he didn't need to be anywhere near a mic to be there, and they knew it was kind of risky to bring him there, and they did it, and set him up in a way that he would be heard and people would feel like it's just like this is all easily avoidable if you just had him seated somewhere where he couldn't have been heard to that capacity. And
Agreed.
generally speaking, as much as it was nice to have him there, maybe it was not the best choice to be there. I understand inclusion is everything, but sometimes certain things do not fit in certain environments.
So I was gonna
And
say two things. So explaining Tourette's is it's a misfiring of the brain that causes you to say, speak, do something, right? It generally I watch a couple of TikTokers who have Tourette's, and they explain this. It generally activates more when you are nervous or unfocused, right? When you're like
yeah,
nervous, you tick more. Certain things set off certain people. There's a chick who, whenever she sees a bald guy, she says bald and can't stop saying bald. Like that's a thing. When she sees chickens, she like clucks like a chicken. Um, from what I've read up and understand, it's like you said, it's not always something that you say. Sometimes it's just things that you hear, it's things that you've read, it's things that you've seen. This one chick I watch, she watches a lot of Corey Kenshin videos and will just say Corey Kenshin phrases all the time, out of nowhere, just what she does. And your ticks are random. They cycle, they do all things, they go away, they come back. So maybe sometimes we see black people, that's a tick that happens. It can happen, but it's not a choice. So I want people to understand that it is not a choice. That people are not choosing to do this. It is completely involuntary. My other thing I was going to say is, I completely agree with you. Someone brought up, like, inclusion is a thing, right? However, you can make accommodations for someone who feels nervous sitting around the populace about what they might say. You could have a private viewing room for him, or a place that's off in the corner that's maybe a little bit more soundproofed, or not as, much of an echo chamber, just so that he's able to enjoy his show and be there and enjoy his award, but isn't next to a fucking hot mic. You feel me? Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I definitely agree.
All things to say, the
And then,
conspiracy theories came out.
but also the way it was handled was piss poor. So even if we're gonna say we're gonna do this and we're gonna get away with it, like it was like, oh yeah, it was very much like obvious that y'all did it and thought y'all was just gonna be like whatever, because
Right.
there wasn't like a real apology that was given. It wasn't really an apology. It was like, hey, this happened and we're fixing it. It wasn't like we apologize to the actors that you feel uncomfortable, um or whatever. And I think that's my biggest qualm with it. Additionally, on him, like he never apologized, and people are like, oh well, you don't, like he's not doing it on purpose. Like it's not, he didn't do it with the intent of harm, but harm was had.
Right.
Like I don't care what, I don't want to say I don't care, but like I understand that intent wasn't what he was going with, but it still happened. And it's not saying like, oh, I'm sorry for having this what's the word, this disability.
Right.
Is saying, I apologize that this hurt you,
Yeah.
Was not in my intention. Like it's not hard to say that. And I get people like, oh, you should make him apologize for his disability, and that's not what it is.
Yeah.
If I'm mad and I yell at you and now you're sad, like it's my job to be like, oh, I apologize, like that's on me.
The best example Joy gave was like, if a blind person steps on your shoe, you still want them to say sorry. Because you stepped on my shoe. I get you blind, but I want you to say you're sorry for stepping on my shoe. I want you to apologize for being blind. That's not your fault. That's not the transgression that happened. Like, oh, I appreciate it even. Like, oh, it's cool. You're blind. It was an accident. You apologize for an accident,
What
But
I
I think, like, even the example I think Charlemagne gave, it's like, okay, you're running to catch the train and I bump into you. Like I didn't bump into you on purpose. I didn't bump into you to to hurt you. I bumped into you while doing the action that I was doing, and it caused you harm. And it's just apologizing through that. Like, and it's not even something that's difficult or like complicated. It's like, oh, I'm so sorry. Let me fix that. It's my bad, and keep it pushing.
I get you.
I feel like from his perspective, anything he says is some form of admittance. And I don't think he would need to apologize because I feel like the examples you guys used were more along the lines of things and actions that you can control and that you
Also
did
true.
mistakenly. So the way that I see it is like that's like getting mad at somebody for not standing during the Pledge of Allegiance when they can't stand, like they don't have legs.
That's a good point. You on to something.
That's a
That
good point.
he got some points on the board. All that to say,
But he
it
killing
suck-
it today.
it really sucks the whole situation. I I don't even know what to say honestly about a lot of it. I agree with Diva. It was handled piss poor. Everything was
I
piss
think,
poor.
I mean, specifically on the network side, like on the network, the BAFTA side.
Oh
like,
yeah. That's
handled
what
piss
that's what
poor.
I'm saying. Yes. I'm agreeing with you.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
so many things could have been done, but hindsight's 2020. I hope that anybody who felt offended can understand. I hope that he isn't getting too much hate because he has Tourette's, a fucking disability that he has no control over, which is also a part of the documentary. Fun fact.
Yeah.
And yeah, I hope that at the end of the day we can all come together and not have something like this tear us apart, and we can all be mad at the real villains, BAFTAs. But yeah.
Yeah. My last thoughts are if you feel some type of way about it, just go watch the movie I Swear. Like it showcases what it's like to grow up with Tourette's. That is the whole reason
Did you
he was
watch it?
there.
Have you seen it?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
It's not out yet.
I bet. So now we can go into our good news. You feel me? We can go into the lighter, the better stuff. You feel me? Because there was a lot of bad. Actually, one more bad, and this is a fun bad. It's a fun bad. So high guard servers.
Our host up to shoot us down. That's crazy.
It's not bad, but high guard servers are shutting down on March 12th. They've gone from a peak of 100,000 players to only 300 players, and Tencent last week. That was the news point was Tencent last week stopped funding them. So Tencent, the Asian company, was the people who were funding funding High Guard, and then now they've pulled funding and they said, look, the player base ain't coming. So they just said, fuck it, we're gonna cut our losses. The game shut down in less than a month.
Yep, it will shut down on March 12th. It's been 6 weeks.
Yep.
Oh, wow.
The studio, I forget the studio's name. They will be shrinking down to like less than 20 people, and everyone else is getting laid off.
Yep.
So sad.
It honestly sucks
really
because the
sad.
game was DOA, honestly. Not because it was bad, it was because it was just put in such a bad position. You had to be the last game during the Game of the Year awards, that should have been like Crimson Desert, in all honesty. Crimson Desert, Pragmata, any of those games would have been perfect there. But you put this unknown dark horse that is supposed to be a new type of game at the end, and I think that's one of the things that caused a bunch of hate. And then from there, nothing was said. So, and something I've been hearing lately is if you don't create the narrative, a narrative will be made. So they didn't create a narrative, and from there, the narrative was that this game's gonna be ass, and the internet loves to hate. Because one thing we talked about, and you disagreed with me, was playing the game. I was like, you got to play like 2 hours to really like know if you like a game, like the three episode rule. You disagreed. You said within the first couple games if you did like it or not, and I disagree respectfully. But the problem with it was that so many people in the first hour of the game being out had already review bombed it to hell. And the fucking tutorial takes, 15 minutes? 15, 20 minutes?
Yeah.
Within the first, I think, 30 minutes of the game being out, it had over X amount of negative reviews that made it dive bomb. Like, even in our group chat, people didn't even play it, and we're talking about, oh, I heard that game was trash. I'm like, just give it a try before you do anything.
Sucks because, y'all did that for what? Because y'all were upset that its trailer was last at the Anime Awards? Or was it actually deserving?
It's actually trash.
Oh, okay.
That was cool.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So my thoughts
potential.
are the game being basically they made this the prime time they made this the prime time game. Like everybody should be excited for this. It's going to be big. These are promises that it never would fulfilled, and all it did was expedite its demise. So instead of this taking 6 months, it took 6 weeks. Because if there's a game that people really wanted to play, they would have stayed. If you went from 100,000 to 300 people, it was not a good game. That is just point blank.
Yeah, when you said 300, like 300.
Yeah, no, it had like
I know, like not I know 300 people, but I know 300 people. You know?
I feel you. See, that's my thing. Like, it was a solid game. It had potential, but I didn't want to play it because I started seeing the same people. Like, there wasn't that many people on it, so A, it would start taking a long time to get games, and B, I'm playing with the same people, so I'm not really having too much fun. That was my thing. And then 2, I think the game had potential. Did it need to cook a little bit longer or not be on that stage in the way that it was? Absolutely. But I think the game had potential to be something. If it was just a game that came out because it was free to play and people got to organically feel for it, do its thing, I'm not saying it'd be a dark horse, but it would be a consistent game.
And I think it just would have died slower, you know?
Yeah, fair.
Because,
I don't think it would have been a giant by any means. I don't think it would have been here in 5 years.
I'm not saying it would be a giant either. I'm just saying there's I prefer the game that came out last year that had high hopes and it shut down its servers in like a week or 2.
Concord.
Like, yeah.
They're saying this is Concord too.
Yeah, like this is the equivalent. It just instead of taking 6 months, it took 6 weeks because because of the hype, it had a higher initial count of players than it would have. And so the immediate drop just expedited it. But if you had 100,000 people playing a game, if there was any worth its salt, you would get some of those people to get more people in and keep some level of consistent player base.
To be fair, I'm not going to say it's anyone's fault, but I do attribute some of its failures to, there's a lot of streamers and gamers who didn't want to support the game, even though they liked it. I'm not saying that helps, but I'm saying that would be your case. Like the Tim the Tap Man, right? He's a gamer, but he played it. He's like, I kind of like this, and his chat was cooking him for it, cooking the fuck out of him. He's like, I guess this is just a game we'll play off stream, because like, and I want to say, I say that because I think he learned from that happening, huh? Oh yeah, that's what everyone was saying about him. But I want to say that. I think he learned from that heat because he was literally posting about another game. I forgot what games. I think I have the tweet saved somewhere. But he was posting about another game just this week that I don't think was going to get any hype or anything like that. And he was saying like, oh yeah, give it a chance, something like that. And I'm like, huh, niggas is learning that their voice holds a lot of fucking weight to these niggas, huh? I'm trying to find it while I'm talking about it. But go ahead, Diva.
I don't want us to ever become people where it's like we have a chat and they tell us like, ha, you lame for doing this thing, and then we don't do the thing.
That's just chat. That's always going to be chat.
But like, I don't want us to that to happen to us. Y'all have to promise.
Yep, got
Everybody pinky swear.
He was talking about Marathon because Marathon has been something that people are either hyped for or don't give a fuck about. And now he's saying, I think people enjoy Marathon should play Marathon. People that enjoy Arc Raiders should play Arc Raiders. People that play Marvel Rivals should play Marvel Rivals. Play what you want. It doesn't matter. Don't fucking listen to the internet. It's just a fucking game, bro. But he wouldn't take that stance earlier. I think he's learning, though. So that's just
pinky swear. Guys.
I'm not pinky swearing that. You can't control what chat says. Chat's going to say what they say.
No.
Chat says a lot of...
Yes, but I'm saying that we don't get influenced by what chat says.
No, you should be influenced because they're your chat. It's not a random person. It's your chat. If you don't do what they want or you don't appeal to them, you will lose interest.
If
I guess, but at the same time, you
also
technically control what's
if you're a
going
big
on
enough name, regardless of what you do, you'll be fine. If you're not a big enough name, if you can't find your niche and you're doing things that your niche doesn't like, it's hurting you.
Oh yeah, no, if you're a small time streamer and you have a chat that comes to watch you play Warzone, and then you say, hey guys, today we're gonna play Marathon, they say, get your ass back on Warzone. You better get your ass back on Warzone because you're gonna lose that following. But if you're Tim the Tap Man,
of Marathon to get them interested.
Yeah, of course. But then if you're Tim the fucking Tap Man, it doesn't matter what you play. Niggas are gonna be there. They might bitch and moan the whole
but
time.
I
but they'll be
think
fine.
that was him in turn. Like, Greg, I get you're trying to defend this game because you felt like it had potential. I want you to understand there are billions of gamers in the world. They couldn't hold 100,000 people.
Look, man, I'm tired of games I like
I
just
don't care.
dying. First it
Don't
was
no,
Exo
stop.
Primal.
You need to let
No,
yourself
first
know
it was Knockout City.
potential.
Then it was Exo Primal. Now it's High Guard. Goddamn, I can't have shit. I mean, I haven't played in like 3
You
weeks,
de-
but yeah.
You deserve more than potential. Like you deserve more than
I,
potential.
Oh no,
I'm
Crimson
telling you,
Desert's
the
gonna
same
be
way
a
that
great
those
thing for
games,
me.
the same way that those games slowly died, this would have done the same thing. All they did is pull the knife out instead of letting it sit there and watch you bleed out.
Man, the two
It's
games I
okay,
said before
Greg.
this, the 2 games I said before this actually had a higher player count. Fucking Exo Primal still has a higher player count than High
Yeah.
Guard right now.
Yeah, that's why their servers are still up. Look,
Oh my
Wildlight
god, that's funny.
with what was it? Tencent not keeping its funding. Wildlife had to cut a lot of staff. The remaining staff that they have still exist and could work on High Guard to potentially make it better and release it later on. But it's just the way of the market, you know. Sometimes things do not sell well.
Agreed.
You know, this is just another form of fushigi.
Hey, chill. Fushigi was bullshit. Why you doing that? All right.
This is bullshit.
Ooh,
Commercials
so
make
now
it
we're
sound
gonna
cool.
start migrating into the good bad news, and then we'll get into the good news. So the good bad news is season 2 trailer for Devil May Cry on Netflix came out, and it looked fucking great.
I didn't see it.
Oh, it's so great. They use this, and that's where the bad news comes in. They use this, they damn near rotoscoped it and sped it up, but it's this group on YouTube. It's like called Corridor something, I can't remember. Corridor Crew Tactical Reload. There it is. It's a video on YouTube, and it's these guys that were doing like really cool tactical reloads and shit, and they basically made Dante do it. So half the internet is like, this bullshit, they're copying this and doing this, and it made me realize, I already knew that media literacy was at an all-time fucking low, but it made me realize even more that they don't realize that in so many animes, cartoons, movies, they copy these iconic or really cool events and throw them in there, right?
Didn't they just
Like-
do that with the Maki team?
Exactly, yes, but no one's going to complain about Maki copying Kill Bill, apparently. But
Yeah,
this
that's
one...
art, copying art, like, you know.
Yeah,
Okay.
but this one, they
That's
copied these
fair.
people, and everyone was like, oh, you copied them, blah, 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 blah. They already had talked to and had long discussions about this, and it's a really fucking cool scene. Like, he gets his signature pistols, ebony and ivory, and he's doing, like, all this cool reload shit. Like, he throws the magazine, spits a bullet in, loads it, shoots the magazine in the gun. Like, he does cool shit. And it's like, whoa. I'm moist. But then people were just upset about it. But it just kind of showed me that the
That's
internet
nasty.
just hates cool
HR.
shit. Like, hello, I'm HR.
This is a complaint about you.
Oh. Damn.
Well, I mean, you could still tell me anyways.
Yeah, you can tell me. I'm not going to do shit about it except stare at you.
You
you
see that,
narc.
see that drawer over there, that bottom one? I'm gonna file this right in there with all the other complaints against me.
You see this trash can right here? That's where I'm going to file your fucking complaint. No.
That's crazy.
No, you have to have a trash can label complaints against HR in the corner and be like,
Yes, sir. But it's kind of showed me that the internet A, hates cool shit, and B, just wants to complain because it was a really cool sequence. Whether it was rotoscope copied or not, it was a fucking cool sequence. And all I saw was just complaints about Ebony and Ivory don't need bullets. They go off of his demon energy. They do this. What is his outfit? I'm like, you guys realize this is a Netflix adaptation.
Y'all timelines alright?
why you say that?
Mine was really weird recently, and so like I was wondering because Greg just seeing all this hate, and I just y'all timeline.
No. You can't say that because the next thing Because I don't think I have much. Do you have much to say on this before I go to the next thing? Because I'm going to prove that your timeline is the same.
I haven't watched the remake of Devil May Cry. I haven't been really interested. I liked how the original one went. I might watch it eventually, but it's not high on the priority list.
Okay, fair.
I don't see it being high on your priority list. That's okay.
I don't think you would.
But you will enjoy it when you get around to it. What?
I don't think you would.
He'll enjoy it.
If he likes the original one, he's not gonna like this one as much. The original one was like more
seen it.
gritty.
Dark,
This one's like
gritty.
silly. Yeah, this one's like silly, goofy. It leans more into
No,
Dante
it has
being a younger devil hunter than the other one. He's a seasoned fucking vet.
Yeah.
But also, no, I think he's gonna like it, and I'm keeping my opinion because there's some good episodes in there that are like just for you.
There you go, Diva. You keep believing in your high guard.
Keep on believing. Title up of the episode. But what I was gonna say is, let me prove
this?
Diva wrong really quick.
Mhm.
The new generation Gen 10 Pokemon came out.
Oh,
Her
that was my
timeline is
topic.
all hate. My timeline is
They
all
hate
love.
it. They hate
All
it on my
love.
timeline. Like,
Love,
I'm like
love,
the
in caution, because us water mains over here, we've been getting fucked for several generations.
They've been real gay. They've been real gay.
Oh yeah, no.
They've
Do you know
been-
what everyone's describing the new water starter as? Cunty.
The little gecko? He's
Yes.
adorable. He just looks like.
No, they're saying she's cunty as hell.
Oh, maybe he is. Maybe he's a little cunty.
No, not
I
he.
think
She.
all of
She
you
cunty as hell.
are insane
Yeah,
for
sounds
caring
sure.
about Pokemon in the 10th generation, which I'm confused on how that's the number. I feel like we're on generation 22. But
Why do you
I
hate
agree.
Pokemon
I
so
didn't.
much?
When they said 10, I was like, that don't sound right. But
Why do you
okay.
hate 10-year-old Mike Vick Simulator? What's wrong with you?
because I'm looking at this picture of these starter Pokemons, that is an angry bird, that is a Chihuahua, that is a lizard.
Yes, that's the meme everyone's been saying, that it's gonna go from being red to being Terrence in its final evolution. The
Yes.
dog. So they're saying it's supposed to be a part of some mythical creature thing. The dog's gonna become like a Cerberus. The bird's gonna become like some windy bird thing, and then the lizard's
And a
gonna become
dragon.
a lizard dragon. Yes.
I'm smart.
But
That
there's a bit, right? There's a bit that and they say all of the leaf starters are prehistoric animals, all of the fire starters are zodiac signs, and then all of the water starters are an animal plus a weapon.
I just want it to die.
It never will. It never will. Which one would you pick? You know, you're 10 years old. You're about to go off on an ill-guided adventure in the woods with animals that can literally fucking murder you. Which one are you
I got the
picking?
answer for HD.
Okay.
HD going out by himself, and he gonna catch something with no Pokemon because it's HD TV.
I don't think that's how that works.
Now, in Pokemon World, you obviously never had a Game Boy with Pokemon on it, huh? Buddy.
Because,
I did.
but at the same time, let's think about this. In every iteration of Pokemon ever in its existence, you use a Pokemon to catch a Pokemon. What the hell did the first people do?
Oh, that's what the other games talk about, like Legends Arceus and stuff. When you do other stuff, some people just formed a bond with Pokemon without a ball. Like Ash.
Yeah, no, I get that. But I was saying, like, if you just walked into the wild and was like, I want to catch this, did you just beat it to death and shove it in your backpack and just go about your day?
Nah, I put a leash on that motherfucker, and every time it got out of line, I kicked it.
Yeah, like that's what I imagined early
No.
Pokemon would look like.
The thing about Pokemon that terrifies me is how big they are, like, in reality, like, and how dangerous they are. Like, it'll be like, this is territorial. Do not go near it. And it's like, I'm going to go catch that. And I'm 10. I'm 10. My parents let me go out into the wilderness with animals
Yeah.
that control time, space, nature. Don't give a
Yeah.
fuck.
Who's Ash really?
10. Ash is 10.
No, but like for real.
Ash is 10 years
He is
old
that.
and can throw a log.
He's had many Christmases.
He can carry a Larvitar. They weigh like 70 pounds.
Saying, how old is he for real?
What 10-year-old you know
How
can run with a 70-pound weight like it's nothing?
I mean, you're talking about animated world. Everything is everything. You got me thinking about a game that was similar to Pokemon, but it was like actual monsters, and they were way bigger.
That slave game that Greg used to play?
No, not that one. It was
Oh, wait a minute. Let's slow down there, buddy.
And anyway,
You mean
yeah,
Power
the
World?
Pokemon.
They had guns.
Pokemon. Fun fact: did you know Nintendo actually copyrighted the ability to ride a flying mount in a game?
They also copyrighted
Flying what?
capturing.
No.
Wait, they also copyrighted summoning a creature with a spherical object.
Yeah.
I am not joking. You can
Yeah.
no longer throw a spherical object and summon any creature in any game. They
Yeah.
did
That's
that
okay, I
to
wanna throw
spite.
two.
They did that to spite Power World because they had Pal Spheres that you would catch the pals with. So they said, "Fuck that!
Right.
All games ever to be created from here on out and have been created. If you got a spear catching system, get rid of it."
Yeah. In the same sweep, they said,
How
wait.
cute. Boom. You can
They
put them
might
in
try to
little
sue for
homie
likeness.
boxes.
I actually
might
haven't
try
looked
to
up what
sue
they
for
did
likeness.
to change it. Yeah, they might sue for likeness too.
But no, they copyrighted the concept of riding a creature that flies.
Yup. So now you can't do that in games.
You can't ride. You can't even fly a drag. I can't ride a
No.
dragon.
No, that's their copyright. In a
That's the
game.
copyright.
You can't do
Yes. You can't do it anymore. And everyone was in
Where
an
did you get all
uproar.
this money?
So Nintendo's a fucking huge conglomerate, and the
I mean,
thing
yes,
is,
but I'm like, what?
And
It's
the
just like, what can we fuck up today?
oh no, that's
They were
literally how they
talking
that's
about-
literally how they operate now. They're just throwing out patents for just shit that's in their games. Like, what? How can we fuck up other people's games now?
Somebody made
You can't walk through a
Pokemon.
grassy field and a random animal will attack you now.
Yeah, no, they might do that. You don't understand. Somebody took their game and added guns and made it so you can like kill the creatures, and they couldn't do anything about it.
Yeah, they couldn't because it wasn't
They couldn't.
copyright.
They tried everything in their power and could not do anything about it.
Yep.
And so, out of pettiness, now they're just going for anything else that they can claim.
This is
Matter of
not.
fact, you
We
can't
are not
have
joking. This is so
10-year-olds.
serious.
Yeah, you can't have 10-year-olds in your game. We're copywriting that.
They better be 9 or 11, motherfucker.
We're them little books that come out about the games. We're reading every one of them. If I see a single child that is 10, it's over.
You better not have
We're
not a
coming for you.
legendary creature in your game. Not a single one. I don't want to
I
hear
don't
it.
want to see any professors. Not a I don't care if he's wearing a coat or not. I don't care what he teaches. I don't want to see a single professor.
There better not be a single gym in your game. Ain't nobody lifting.
Nope. I don't want to see it.
That is how petty Nintendo is. Yes,
Yeah.
Nintendo
like,
is that fucking
no
petty.
joke. No
Um,
joke.
All right, bet. Jesus, that's fun. Oh, so now gonna move some more into good news. Well, let's do the Pokemon news. So, Pokemon Fire Red and Leaf Green are re-releasing on the Switch. I know Heat hates that. Those are really old Pokemon games, like one of the first couple after Heart Gold and Soul Silver, I believe.
I just want my people to do better.
So now they're re-releasing the game.
don't want
So
people to
this
play
is
Pokemon?
big. This is big because Nintendo has never re-released. They've made remakes of them, but they've never released Fire Red. These are the originals. They never re-released them, and that's why emulators are a big thing, and emulator sites are a big thing because people want to play Fire Red and Leaf Green. But Nintendo and their legal team shuts them shits down fast as fuck. They don't care. They are on it.
They have nothing
So-
else to do.
So it's a big
They
thing
don't.
of
I have a
supply and
question.
demand, and now people are gonna buy it. What's your question?
All right. If we're gonna get shut down by Nintendo, let's not do it. But can we play a game of Level Up with Pokemon?
No.
Nah.
I don't even see the value in that.
Why? One, he hates Pokemon, so he would never want to participate.
That's
He'd be
what
like,
I
"I'm
wanted to-
sick,"
that's what I wanted.
and I'd be like, "You're not sick. You just don't want to battle with Pokemon. You don't gotta lie." But
I would literally take pictures of Squirtle and every evolution he has and just put pictures of Greg's face on it and constantly use that.
But we would put it in a random generator. We would
Bro,
randomly
don't care.
generate Pokemon.
Why
I
me?
feel like that would be fun.
Because it would be fun,
It would.
like she said.
Nah, that'd be
It would.
bullying. I'm calling HR. Hello, I'm
It'd be
HR.
fun. I would put a blunt in Trico's mouth.
A blunt in Trico's mouth. I feel
He
like
looked
that
like
was
he smoked
implied
weed.
that he smoked a lot because he was always chewing on the twig, you know? And he was mad chill.
I would only use Cubone and go very graphic with his backstory.
You're just gonna make Cubone carry a dildo. That's all you're gonna do.
Well, I mean, just,
Cuboner.
you know, his skull ancestors. Yeah,
It's his mom. No, that's canon. Cubones
Yeah, I
wear
know.
the skulls of their mothers.
yeah.
That's scary.
Oh yeah, no, Pokemon lore is dark as fuck.
I don't want to play anymore. Never mind. I'm gonna take it back.
LOL. Oh, okay. Let's see. There's that.
I want to go.
Go ahead.
Oh, I didn't know if you was gonna let me. You barely let women speak around here. Baki comes out with a new season. Yay! It's the Invincible Samurai.
Huh?
I'm excited. Y'all
I
don't
don't
like
think
Baki?
That's cool.
Is that what it was
it's a
called?
show. I watched it during COVID
Yeah, I'm looking at
because it was on Netflix, and I was like, okay, cool, this is cool. And then it has one of my favorite voice actors.
I like Baki because I like to get stronger. You just have to have sex.
That's not what he was
Okay.
saying.
That's great.
He was saying this will make
That's
you
what his dad
stronger.
said.
He said,
Yeah,
do it till you're sick
I
of
love
it.
that.
Do it till she's sick of it, and then do it some more. All right, bitch.
I like his dad. His dad is just a fun guy.
He's a terrible
Evil
human.
fun, but fun. No, terrible human. But fun guy.
Aldo Hodge.
whenever he
He's
comes in
a
between,
super
it's
big
always-
anime nerd. If you guys didn't know, the lead actor for Alex Cross guy, yeah.
Yeah.
Aldous.
Yeah.
My phone corrected it to Aldous. Aldous Hodge, stating that he likes anime such as Jujutsu Kaisen, Hell's Paradise, Sentenced to be Hero, Fate, Strange Fake, and Roll Over and Die. This man is in there with the anime. I was actually surprised. I love it finding out that actors are anime nerds. It's something that's very refreshing, and just nice in general. It's like, he just like me for real, except he's
Yeah,
talented.
and he what did you say? I
rich.
forgot what he said. Just remind me, because there was something in there.
He said
that-
Jujutsu Kaisen, Hell's Paradise,
Yeah.
Sentenced to be Hero, Fate, Strange, Fake, and Roll Over and Die. That was the one that made everyone be like, oh, you watch
Yeah,
Roll Over
that's-
and Die?
Yeah, that's what is. Because granted, everything he just named literally are things airing right now.
Right.
But Roll Over and Die is probably the least recognizable one in that list.
Yeah.
Absolutely. That's what, because like hearing that, I was like, okay, he's into the new shit. Her Roll Over and Die, I'm like, oh, he in there.
And then I'm pretty sure, if I'm remembering correctly, when he mentioned Fate Strange, he mentioned how it's different from the other ones, which implies that he has seen the other ones.
Yeah. He was saying like
Yeah.
Yup. You're 100% right. And I'm
Yeah.
like, damn, he's in there.
I like-
I'm like,
yeah, I like
I want to
it-
talk
I
to
like it
you
when they're
now.
I like it when they're not just like, and this is no offense to people who just watch it for shits and gigs, and it's just like every now and again, oh, this is popular. But I like it when they're like nerds, like us. Like, oh, like I could get, like, we could have like a real nerdy conversation, and get to
Yeah,
the depths of the show, and talk about like morality and complex governments and stuff like that within that universe.
I love
That's
it when
fun.
they're in the weeds because it's like, oh, you're not just I saw Dragon Ball Z as a kid, now I make references in my raps type of person. Nah, you're like, when I'm not acting, I be watching a nigga scream about his enemy or his best friend dying in his arms. I like that. I like that a lot. Or maybe someone giving a love letter because sometimes Shogos is the way to go.
Personally, as a encyclopedia of anime, I feel like as much as I appreciate, them mostly saying like anime and talking about it, I would really like for them to mention things that aren't always airing right now.
Well, think
I
that's just
agree
because
with
that's
you
what's on your
100%.
mind.
No. I agree with him because you always gonna say If I ask you your top 5 right now, I bet you Full Metal is always gonna be in there. Period. Point blank. That's not something that's airing right now. Yu Yu Hakusho might be in there. Those are old, yes, but my point is those aren't airing right now. That shows you got some anime grit, is what I'm gonna call it. Like, you in the field. You've watched things that aren't just in front of you. You've sought out, to some degree, you've sought out these shows.
Yeah.
Fair. Yeah, fair. That's fair. I don't know. Like, whenever people ask me, like, oh, you watch anime, I tend to, yes, I will say, I'm gonna say Full Metal Alchemist until I die. If y'all tired of it, so sorry. I'm gonna talk about it until I can't talk no more.
Benton would mainly say 90s shows and then like Attack on Titan. She said like Yu Yu Hakusho, Inuyasha, Attack on Titan, Full Metal Alchemist.
No.
And what would be the
I don't
fifth
think I've ever heard her mention Inuyasha.
Thank you. Inuyasha is a secret, like I try to keep it.
Why is that a secret? Everybody likes that.
Because I feel like I get that everybody likes it, but like I'm rough and tough in my Afro puffs. I can't just be out here talking about how I like Inuyasha.
I mean, I feel like that is one where I don't want to recommend it because I don't like the final episodes for that because it was like a whole nother thing. Like 15 years later, it was
okay. I hate to say this, but looking back, I kind of don't like. I could not I can't rewatch Inuyasha because it would make me upset. I'd be like, y'all, what are we doing? What are we doing? Because why are you chasing after Inuyasha? This man and Kikyo, what are you like? The whole thing would just have me upset. And I wasn't old enough to be upset. Now I'm too old.
As someone who has rewatched it in adult life, and I'll leave it at this: you've watched Inuyasha because it's petty. Everything Kikyo does after coming back to life is petty. It's just petty for petty sake.
What's the guy's name?
Naraku.
He petty too. They just petty together.
Down bad.
Like
he's the epitome of down bad.
But he's like that. But he's petty in his down bad. Like I can't watch it. Like I would be like, no, turn this off. Turn this off.
It's one of those old ones when it comes to like yokai. It's a good, opening to get into that yokai world of monsters and things. But it's a unique concept.
And that's the thing. I like yokai, but I'm never watching that
again. Okay, I forgot your topic point news.
I forgot it too.
We're talking about his top anime and what my top anime would be. And my top, off the top of my head, would be, first of all, it would be, this is off the top, I'm just thinking, it would be Full Metal Alchemist, Yu Yu Hakusho, yes, shut up, and then One Piece, and then Windbreakers. But like, that's my top. Like, right off the top, like, people were like, oh, what do you like to watch?
Windbreakers is an interesting pick, to say the least.
Because it's Tokyo Revengers done right.
Now airing on Netflix.
It's Tokyo Revengers, but the main character just ain't a bitch. That's all it is. That's the only difference.
No, because he's not a bitch, but like his bestie is. But his bestie tries to get better.
Who the fuck are you talking about? Who's his bestie? When did he have a bestie?
The smart one. The smart one. Come on.
I'm not going into it. That being said, because now we're tangenting. And I promised Heat I wouldn't tangent. We're gonna try and run through this really quickly, but the PlayStation State of Play happened during this time, and I'm not gonna lie, a lot of fucking cool games are coming out and announced. I'm just gonna scroll through this list really quick and just mention all the ones I think are fucking great and I can't wait to play. Because even though it was a PlayStation State of Play, they showed games that are coming out on multiple consoles.
This one, he's the smart one with the book.
Oh.
The one who know everything about everybody and can't fight. The smart one.
Okay. So we have 007 First Light. That game looks like it's going to be gas. That is a new James Bond game. That's going to be created by the people who made the Hitman series. So it's going to play a lot like a Hitman game. For Loop, that could look kind of good. Beast of Reincarnation is not going to say a dark horse. I'm going to say a mid-tier horse that's out. It's going to be a one-person, one-dog RPG. Launches on PS5 August 4th. Sci-fi inspired future Japan and a backdrop of a devastated world. Beast of Reincarnation follows Emma, a blighted, corrupted outcast, and her four-legged companion, Ku. Basically, you walk around with a big-ass beast dog killing shit, and it looks kind of cool. There's a new Castlevania game coming out, Belmont's Curse. Yes, sir. Control Resonance, which is the second Control game that looks fucking great, and it looks like it's gonna play a lot like DMC. Crimson Moon, that looks kind of cool. Blah, 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 blah. The God of
Project
War
Windless.
trilogy is getting a remake, and that sparked a little bit of controversy because people are like, you gotta leave in all the raunchy stuff, because they're saying like, and I agree with them, not because I'm a goon, but because of what it represents for Kratos and his fall, essentially, because you notice that Kratos was going into a lot of debaucherous behavior and all that, and was really just self-indulgent versus, and it shows the juxtaposition, because Kratos wasn't always a good guy. It shows like what he was to where he is, and I think that's important.
Project Windless.
Project Windless, Ghost of Yote Legends, a John Wick game is coming out. Very curious how that's fucking gonna go. Marathon that just came out. Tokon, Marvel Tokon, the fighting game. Just sprinting through. Pragmata. Can't wait to see how that plays. It looks really good. I've heard only good things. I need to play the demo. It's coming out April 24th. Project Windless. Didn't you just say that?
Yeah.
I'm excited for that, actually. I when I heard about it, I was like, what the fuck is this? But it's supposed to be based off of Chinese mythology, and it's going to be like a Wukong type of game where you're playing as a giant chicken.
But like
Yeah, a giant bipedal. You're a buff-ass chicken. You're like, not like a chicken. You're like, bakok.
Yeah. Imagine Goku as a chicken instead of a monkey. Like same
those turkeys from Rick and Morty?
No.
Here, just look at my
'Cause-
screen. I can share it. I'll just fix the edit later. It looks like
You could
that.
just drop the picture in the chat.
I didn't have a picture.
You could snap the
Bakok.
picture.
Oh, he looks scary. That's fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's another. If you've ever heard of Wukong myth or whatever it is, it's the same kind of play and style as that. They're taking foreign Eastern mythologies and turning them into our fighting games. Well, not fighting games.
From what I can
games.
tell, it's going to be a mix of Wukong and like Dynasty Warriors. So you'll be going around some battlefields, but you'll also be hunting down big ass bosses, which looks fucking fun. Resident Evil Requiem that came out last week. I'm going to be playing that. That fucking game has only gotten 9s and above. I think its Metacritic score overall, which is Metacritic adds up all the scores, but its overall score is a 90 out of 10, 90 out of 100. So, Rev Noir, Saros, that looks kind of good, but I'm a little bit hesitant on that. And then Silent Hill Townfall, where the lead character is black. Fun discourse around this game. Everyone was like, a black person wouldn't be in Silent Hill because we get the fuck out. But every time the trailer showcased him waking up in water and like, oh, I'm in water again. And the bit that everyone's going with is he can't leave Silent Hill because he can't swim.
Damn.
So now he's got to go through a horror game to get through this shit. And then last but not least, Star Wars Galactic Racers, where they got a pod racing game. So Star Wars making a racing game, essentially. A lot of people are, like, excited for this. The graphics look fucking amazing. I can't lie. Graphics look good. But I think that this is going to be a race. It's a racer, and it's going to use the Star Wars IP. You're going to be able to race on bikes, on pods, on different worlds and shit. So I've been hearing good things, but the Star Wars nerds are going to, cream their panties with this one. That's just a quick overview of the state of play. Heed, as our resident other gamer, is there any games that you heard that you were excited for or looking forward to?
Not really. I can't remember everything that was in the state of play. I did watch it, but I mean, yeah, it's always nice to see games that are likely to come back. But if do you have anything to say in this before I tangent off of this?
No. I like the games. I think I said what I liked, but I'm hoping that some will go good, and I can add them to my list of completed games this year.
Okay. Yeah, definitely. Something to pivot with this is the fact that Sony is actually planning to pull their games off of Steam's marketplace.
I heard about that, yes.
Ooh.
Yes, because they realize we can't compete with Steam coming out with a Steam machine and whatever the other thing that was happening with basically like they're like, hey, we need our exclusives back because it's going to be harder for us to compete. You know, Xbox basically giving up, Steam is taking over things. We kind of want to get back into this, so they're planning to pull all of their exclusives like Spider-Man and what's the other game? Not Gears of War. That's the Xbox exclusive.
God of War.
God of War. Yeah, because I think they have those exclusives now on PlayStation, the Xbox ones.
So yes, Xbox a little bit a while ago, I think it was earlier last year, they said Xbox Gaming Everywhere was a campaign they were going with, and they started releasing Xbox exclusives on PlayStation. Ironically, they topped the charts better than most of any of the PlayStation games. And now, if you look at it right now, you can actually see that a lot of PlayStation users are playing more Xbox games than Xbox users, which is really fucking funny.
Expected though.
Yeah, expected. You got left out for so long, you want to be in the in crowd. But that being said, that's a great segue into the other news that we were talking about offline plenty, but never got the chance to talk about it. Phil Spencer retired from Xbox effective immediately as of February 20th, and then
we talked about
Sarah Bond. Yeah, Sarah Bond also left the company.
We talked about it in the
she
chat.
was going. Yeah, saying that she was going in a different creative direction. However, Aisha Sharma takes over as CEO of Microsoft Gaming. Lots of conspiracies, lots of thoughts, crazy shit's going on over there. And I think that's one of the reasons why PlayStation said what they were going to say. They already see it. They see the writing on the fucking wall. And they're just going in for the jugular at this point. Because I have my theories. I'll get to them. But another thing about Aisha, she was the president of Core AI before. So she is a very AI-oriented person. Just so you also know, if you looked at her
which is owned by Microsoft.
Correct. Owned by Microsoft. They moved her over to the gaming division. Another thing you should know about her before I get into what she said and other things like that upon her entry. She's only been at Microsoft for, I think, 3 years. So it's very weird to give someone this position of power in only 3 years. Usually that's someone who's a vet, who's, I don't know. Obviously, they're doing some restructuring. In lieu of all this and seeing all the negative press, she did try to hop on a couple places and say that, hey, we won't be using AI slop in our games, and we believe that there should be a human aspect. However, I don't believe a lick of it, if I'm being completely honest with you. They said they are currently trying to implement AI into almost everything. Like, I think they just applied for a patent to have AI or a person working at Microsoft be able to take over your game and help you get through parts that you can't do. No bullshit. Just read this like this morning. I didn't get to like do a deep dive.
No, y'all gotta learn how to do it yourselves.
But that's not the thing. That's not what I'm getting at. What I'm getting at is I don't trust it. I don't like it. And conspiracy theory, I think that Phil was obviously out the door in a way. I don't think he was ready to leave. But I feel like they came up to him and said, hey, Phil, me and you talked about this a little bit. You bought these companies. They aren't turning a profit. Black Ops 7, not getting us the bread you said it would. And he's like, hey, just give it a little time. And they're like, no, time's up. Here's what you're going to do. We want to implement AI into this shit. We want to make our bread back. AI is going to cut costs, cut money, make us the monies. So you in or you out. Because if you out, you got to dip. I'm out. I can't do it. I care about the product. I did what I can. I tried to stop the sinking ship. Nah, y'all got it. They go to Sarah. They say, hey, Sarah, what's it going to be? You saw what we did to your boy Phil. We got him out of here. So you going to take over and do what we want? And Sarah, not the biggest gamer like Phil Spencer, but understands gaming, plays a little bit of games, says, I can't do that. Because she made a post saying that her life is going a different direction, as well as her career is going a different direction. And I believe that was her low-key saying, they tried to hit me with the AI dog, and I was not going to take the lick for y'all on that.
Yeah.
I think she got out of there. I think they said, all right, let's get someone who will agree to our AI demands. President AI Core. Sure, why not? Slide her in there, and now they're saying, we're not going to use AI. And I have a feeling that AI is, like, going to come, and I don't think they're going to do another console. I think they're going to kind of shut their console program down. They're going to move to try and just be on PC and sharing everything with everyone. When in reality, I think the thing that would save them is some sort of exclusivity, but that's neither here nor there. But they don't have anything that really really can help them. I've heard a couple theories that people are saying like maybe they should sit in the incubation chamber, keep doing what they're doing for a little bit, tell all these big ass studios, hey, make one game that you really like. We got to find our lightning in a bottle. We got to find our new bigs, our new exclusives. Find your lightning in a bottle. Then you say that all these games are coming only to the next Xbox or whatever system it's going to be. Because at that point, you create something. But that was my theory. What do you guys think about it? All in all.
I think that there's something going on behind the scenes where they are trying to cut corners, and I'm not going to say it's AI because there are other ways, but I think AI is probably a big one, a big factor in it, especially. And the reason why I say AI is a big factor, because y'all know I don't game, I don't know shit about shit, but when you hire somebody, when you take somebody who was like the leading developer in this thing for you and put them in this role, it very much gives like, okay, how are you going to integrate the thing that you were doing into this thing that we want you to do? Because we need to bring that thing over here because we feel like that's going to save us bucks. But I think my issue with it all is that like it's just so how out of touch like a lot of like corporations and companies are, because a lot of consumers don't want like the AI slop that y'all are trying to feed us and think that we're just going to take. And no, it has not hurt your bottom line now, right? But like if you continue to pump this stuff out, people are going to leave. And I just encourage people to keep, like Galaxy Greg says all the time, voting with your wallet, which means moving away from things that aren't meeting your standards. And on top of that, like to all of the creatives out there, to keep creating, because in the end, y'all gonna be the winners. Because even like in movies, so, like this AI shit is evident, and it sucks. It's boring. Boop, 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 boop.
Heat, what you got to say? Because you disagreed with me up and down, saying that they bought a studio.
Everything you just pointed was not the same argument you were making before.
Fair.
Before we were discussing.
I said before you disagreed with me. I'm just saying that was your prior statement. I'm saying this is new information.
I think this is my segue. Yeah. So before it was a concern or a conspiracy that they were just sunsetting their gaming division in general, or Xbox. Like, I feel like their Game Pass and stuff like that, like they have these licenses to these games that doesn't really make sense to just do away with it. As far as incorporating AI into games, I mean, that makes sense for them because they have this Game Pass system and everything. Then they can just kind of mass produce a whole bunch of different games and hope someone bites. I mean, there's 3 billion gamers out there. As long as you get some sort of retention, you're keeping some kind of inflow of money coming in. But all in all, I mean, I haven't really played Xbox much in the last like 3 or 4 years, honestly. But it does very much feel like Microsoft has not given attention to this division of their company, and it's suffered. And its result is that, hey, we're just gonna probably try to take this. You know, what you said makes sense, Greg. They're taking AI components and trying to figure out how to incorporate this into this division because they don't know what to do with it. The things that they have been doing hasn't really been working. They don't do things that make sense. And it doesn't help because you have such a large population of gamers that don't care. They just buy it. They buy it and play it regardless of what it is. And they'd be like, hey, man, I said I didn't like it initially, but Stockholm Syndrome, it's kind of grown on me. You know, I think I like it. And
like I said to Greg earlier, y'all ain't got to live like this. Y'all deserve better.
Yeah, Greg, not everything needs to be a high guard.
I knew you were gonna come back to high guard. I was like, it didn't even give enough time to give us Stockholm Syndrome, bro. Maybe I do miss high guard. You ain't even give me a month, more than a month, basically.
You did. You got 6 weeks, but it felt like one day, right? Because you were having so much fun.
But that's the thing. Like, I just think it's really crazy because, yeah, I don't think they're gonna sunset their gaming division but their gaming division has been a cancer, if you will, a money bleed. Like, and yes, Microsoft has never cared about their gaming division. Their gaming division is notoriously always been like having to fight an uphill battle with them and against other companies. That's always been the case. But now it just seems like they're like, hey, you bleeding a lot. And it's like, we're trying to fix it. And it's like, but you haven't. So that's what it feels like the
But
conversation.
it feels like they're slept. But I feel like when it comes to like integrating AI into things, companies don't see it as a way to enhance things and make it better. They see it as a cost,
replacement.
as a cost savings. Yeah, as a
Yeah.
replacing that's a cost
method
savings.
Works.
Oh, fun fact.
Which is crazy because I feel like AI could be helpful and could be used like in a wide array of things, but not as people are using it. It's like I'm trying to think, what's a tool that people use wrong, and if like they used it right, it would be better. I don't have one. I don't use tools like that.
I don't know. I was gonna say this though. So here's a fun fact about Microsoft in AI. Mm-hmm. Microsoft has the most data farms and AI components, right? They're full-fledged on doing AI. They are the cause for the RAM shortage. One of the causes. In turn, they can't create their next line of systems, right? But also in turn, other companies can't create their next line of systems, i.e. PlayStation. Now, because PlayStation can't afford RAM, they bought out enough RAM to keep making the PS5 for the next year, right? However, if RAM prices don't go down, they said in a report a few months ago, they're going to supplement the money by raising prices on PlayStation, whether it be on their PlayStation Pass, whether it be in games, whether it be in internet. They're going to make people pay more to supplement the losses. I said, damn, PlayStation go fuck y'all.
And it's funny because this is all something Microsoft is causing, and it's a circular logic that makes zero sense. Like you're aiding into this industry that is hurting your gaming division, and in turn, you let your gaming division not only up the prices of its console once but twice. Then you up the prices of your basically Netflix platform for games twice. Then you literally say, you know what? All them exclusives we have, just let it go. Just let anyone on any platform be able to play it, losing our incentives to keep people here. Like, let's just,
Microsoft is literally the cause of Microsoft Gaming's problem, which is the funniest shit.
Yes.
That's crazy.
Which in turn, they're like, hey, fix the fucking problem. It's like, stop putting holes in the goddamn boat. No. This is fun.
The killer's in the house.
The killer is in the house.
It is very unfortunate. But in end, I do see it as some other the only reason I truly believe that Xbox can't go away because it's going to be very hard for a new console to break a market. And if you get rid of Xbox, you are literally fighting Nintendo versus PlayStation, which are two different.
I was gonna say you're not even fighting anything. You're getting spit roasted. Honestly, Sony's gonna up the price. They're gonna do whatever the fuck they want, right? And then Nintendo's gonna continue to do what Nintendo does. They don't give a shit.
Yeah, they always have. But as far as like actual console gaming, no offense to Nintendo owners, but they would have to have some competition. Because then there's no one stopping them from doing anything.
Yeah. No, like that. I don't. And yeah, I've heard a couple, like I said, heard a couple of theories. I listen to the GI podcast. If you guys ever want to listen to them, that's a shameless plug for them. But they have good conversations. They're all gamers. They all are heavily inside of the gamer space in a professional and like just, recreational manner. A couple of them had good ideas, like, hey, like I said, go into lockdown. You can't make lightning in a bottle off of just trying to randomly make a game, give it 2 years of progress, and then throw it out, right? For the next 3-4 years, lock in, let the company make a game they want to make, because everyone's obsession so far has been live service games. Let them make a game they want to make. Make it a game that can be a series, and let them just go. Because when you have a passion project that you get to release and it's really something you care about, it does well. It has been proven time and time again. When you let a fucking gaming company or a gaming division do what they want and with the right resources,
what's that
they
game
get
that
game
only
of
had
fucking
like
years.
10 people on staff? Yeah. What's that game that only had like 10 people on staff? Yeah.
Yeah. That's exactly my point. Baldur's Gate, small staff. Expedition 33, small staff. In the past few years, the most game, Silksong, small staff. If it's a game that people enjoy and they like and they really want to make, they will make the best product. But if you're just telling them, hey,
Is Silksong one with the little ghosty thing?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not a ghost. It's a spider.
Yeah, but I mean, I know what she means.
I knew what she mean too. Yeah.
I think conceptually, yeah, making a game you want, it's nice and all. I feel like for Microsoft's sake, the last thing that I can recall that they did that with that was really hyped up and the staff was really happy to make Space Fallout.
Oh God, Starfield?
Yeah.
Starfield was okay, but it was not lightning in a bottle. But that's my point.
No, I'm saying that was a passion that they've been talking about for decades.
Yeah, that
They
fell
were
flat
talking
on
about
its
it. It's
face.
been baking in the oven for forever, and it came out crap.
So here's an
relatively.
example of like companies wanting to make. Did you guys know they were trying to make a live service multiplayer God of War game?
I didn't know that actually.
Yeah, no, it got shut the fuck down because it was stupid.
And to pivot from this, right? You know, I think when it comes to the gaming industry, I don't know what the hell the decisions people are making at the top. Like for example, as far as I've known, because you said the live service God of War, that's Blue Point. Blue Point, who is the same developer thinking about remaking Bloodborne, which is a game I hear a lot of people say they love. I've never played it. I hear great things about it.
Here's like the best Souls game ever. Also, they shut down Blue Point.
Yes, and that's where I was getting to. Like that live service God of War, Bloodborne, like they shut down this company that was planning to just remaster games and do good work that people wanted in the community, and they just said, "Yeah, we don't care."
Yeah. I don't understand what the suits are doing because I get it. Sometimes you hire someone who's not a gamer to fix the company, to do what they need to do, blah blah blah. It seems to me like the suits are just fucking dumbasses. Maybe I want to talk to one. I might be being rude. I don't know. But y'all just seem fucking idiotic, to say the least.
Well,
Because,
that's so what's happening is there are people who are good at business. And it's like,
don't seem like they're good at business to me.
Yeah, it's not a
Because if you're firing an entire staff group to then say, guys, we made 50 mil. No, you didn't. You fired your staff. You closed the company.
Yeah.
Guys, we got the liquid though. If we kept that company, we would have lost 50 million this year. We just saved 50 million. You lost a company.
Well, it's like saying, oh, Benta, you're good at architecture. You should develop the next Assassin's Creed. And it's like, yeah, I'm good at architecture. Like I can make a building for people to die, like shoot in, but like I can't develop.
It's like if niggas was driving DoorDash in one car at the house, and then we need a nigga to help us manage the car, manage how we DoorDashing. And he's like, I got this. And after 2 months of us not making enough money through DoorDash and Scouts was being fucked up, he sells the car. And he's like, guys, we just got 10 bands off the car. Bitch, we can't DoorDash.
It's a very interesting industry when it comes to gaming development studios. I'm not sure if they're looking at numbers and equating numbers to, it's like, well, what if we just scrap this project? Like, we will recuperate that energy into something else. And it's like, that project was Baldur's Gate 3. Like, I don't understand how they do things like this, but hey, the planet's gonna keep spinning regardless. So
Facts.
Somebody's gonna buy whatever the hell you put out, give it some effort. You might make some money back. You might not. It is what it is.
Let's pivot into the other news at this point, because Jesus Christ, gaming is a depressing topic sometimes. Invincible returns March 18th with 3 episodes and then 1 per week until April 22nd with an 8-episode season.
Oh, okay.
I fucks with Invincible. Also, Duplicate and Powerplex got announced for the Invincible fighting game.
I think I did remember seeing that.
That's not enough. I want more than 8 episodes. I want
Just read it.
24 episodes. I know.
Yeah,
I
just
want
read it.
25.
The entire story is available. You could buy the omnibus, honestly. I
I
have
literally,
volumes 1 through 3.
I literally have that argument with people weekly when they talk about anime. I'm like, that series is serialized. It's done. Just go read it.
First of
Yep.
all, you telling me to read it, that's um that's
Go ahead,
Racist.
say
ableist.
something stupid. Say something real stupid so I could
Ableist.
jump on you.
It's ableist.
You
It's
can't
ableist.
read, nigga?
It's hard.
Doesn't mean you can't do it.
We're looking at a child that was left behind.
Um, Amazon also has another interesting project that I would presume will go up in flames, and that is them adapting Life is Strange into a show.
So the problem with that, right, that I always have is that when you take a game that is based off of decisions and then you make it a serialized thing, the problem is you make the
Now-
decisions that you decided to be the right decisions or the canon decisions. The special thing about games like that is that I have the choice, right? That'd be like if Dispatch got made into a show. And honestly,
Yeah.
part 2 of Dispatch is something that I'm gonna I'm worried about. And I say worried because I'm like, what is the canon storyline then? Or do we just go to another person? Because the SDN can be anything, you know? It can be anywhere.
Yeah, so I would say functionally the best way to go about that, Amazon's other show did it really well, which is Fallout. Because Fallout, the show, canons every ending. Every ending happened. How that makes sense, you have to watch the show to understand. Well, you have to play the games and watch the shows to understand, or just watch somebody explain it. But when you speak in terms of creating something following a narrative story, you would have to pick a point further ahead tied to either someone different from the original storyline, actually, because that way it's like you can do what you want with that. You can reference the other thing. And he's like, well, maybe he became the Elden Lord, or maybe he became the Blood Lord. We don't remember. Like, he became some kind of Lord, you know? So yeah, it's not always done like that though. For example, I've never played The Last of Us. I will eventually in life, I think. But whatever they did with season 2,
You
people
won't.
despised it.
I have zero faith in you. You don't got no faith in him today.
I have plenty of faith in him. I don't think he's
I
gonna
would
play The
play
Last of
Spider-Man.
Us. You said
I would
what?
play Spider-Man. I play Spider-Man too, eventually, in The Last of Us.
I'm just saying, every time he say he gonna do
He
something,
says that. Y'all don't know this, but I've been playing Final Fantasy 15 for like 4 years
Why?
because it was the first game I got with my PlayStation, and I didn't like it initially.
I played Final Fantasy 15 and I got 2 of the weapons, and then I never picked it back up. No particular reason why.
16.
Oh, the one that's like a movie.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I want to play it, but from what I've seen, it becomes like bullet sponge simulator. Like everything you just have to get to breaking, and then you combo it while it's broken, and then rinse and repeat until you hit the cutscene. And that seems kind of annoying, you know?
You think that's annoying? The first hour and a half you play for like 10 minutes.
Is that many cut? No, what? They did say that in the reviews. They said that game is like 90% cutscenes. Beautiful
Like, I
cutscenes,
legit,
but
that's
yeah.
one of the reasons I never played it at the time I got it, because I would play it after work and I was falling asleep trying to watch the cutscenes to play the game.
That's why I like my cutscenes with QuickTime events, like Ashura's Wrath.
Oh no, they do have those,
Oh, I know.
but then they have the not those.
Oh,
Then they have the
God.
not those.
I can't. No, it's gotta be. I gotta be in this shits. And like, he's strong as fuck. I know that. Clive.
Yeah, he's pretty cracked. But
I love stories where
generally
you get to
speaking,
kill God. I don't know why. It's just an interesting concept.
there's some exploring to do there. Definitely.
Not
Yeah,
really.
something-
I don't really
there's
want
some
it to
depth
happen
there.
because every time the world just becomes like quiet and empty, and that's scary. But like,
Oh,
it's like
what?
the idea of man challenging God and the indomitable human spirit. That's the word.
There is a perfect thing for that. It is called Platinum's End. It is literally the embodiment of fighting the concept of God while determining a new God.
I feel like I've heard
Think-
about that.
Think, what's it? The phone one? Something Diaries? Future Diaries.
Future Diaries.
But take away the phones, make them.
We've talked about Platinum End. We've talked
Yeah.
about this.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we
Okay.
had to. I think you told me to watch it. My last news point, the happiest news
Okay,
point.
finally.
Can't you just keep that inside, dog? Like, damn. I'm gonna start saying what I think when you just talk. You know? No.
He already
I
does
lied.
that.
2 news points, just because she has something to say. Scooby-Doo's getting a live-action series with McKenna Grace playing as Daphne. Boom. That's all I want to say other than that. I don't know how I feel about that. Live-action Scooby-Doo movies have always been dope, but I don't know
You said
how...
McKinney Grace?
Yeah, McKenna Grace.
Y'all want to hear something funny? My spooky fiance
Here
does
she
not
goes
know who
again.
the Hex Girls are.
She's from Grapevine. She's a Texan.
I don't know what that is.
Grapevine,
it-
Texas.
You don't know who the Hex Girls are?
Oh, the Hex Girls are. I didn't know what you said.
Oh, you're talking to her. Never mind.
Yeah, my fiance doesn't know who the Hex Girls are. And I was like,
That's
how?
plausible.
You're like,
All right. And then my last
They're
news
like the-
point is that
all spooky,
Tubi
scary.
picked up all of Cartoon not all, but a lot of Cartoon Network's
Gang, gang,
catalog,
gang, gang,
and they
gang,
came out
gang,
on
gang,
March
gang.
1st. And fun
I
fact,
didn't know that.
you didn't know that? Yeah, Codename
it's
Kid
lit
Next
on
Door,
Tubi.
Static Shock. We got what else we got on there? We got a lot of stuff. A lot of the 90s stuff.
The
However,
Looney Tunes.
there we go.
Animaniacs.
Animaniacs. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they got a bunch of their catalog on that bitch. Now, that being said, the fucking millennials, Gen Z on Twitter have been going crazy with their complaints, basically saying things such
Wow.
as, all these commercials, I just want to binge the shows. And I'm like, bro, Tubi is free.
You can pay. You can pay for Tubi if you want,
you
but
can.
if not, shut the fuck up.
It's more so the commercials come in just like how they would when we were younger. Like, let's say it's a 20-minute show.
so-
You got
so
enough
it
commercials to
fits?
make it a 30-minute show. You got 8 minutes of commercials. I'm not going to lie to you.
It's
When
not
we-
random. At least it fits. Like there's a
No,
because
I
the
know
shows
bullshit. It's like
literally-
commercial at the 7-minute mark, commercial at the 14-minute mark.
Yeah.
And I'm like, damn, y'all are spoiled.
I think I'm old because Greg said when we were younger, and I'm like, I watch regular TV now, and they still do that.
Oh, we don't. I don't have regular TV no more.
Exactly my point.
Yeah. I don't have
You are,
regular
in
TV
fact,
no more.
old, brother.
Yeah. Now he's old.
But I am excited because now I
Oh.
can go watch all of these great TV on Tubi.
You can't go bar for bar there. Don't do that.
You can't. Your knees are fucked.
And these are fine. They just need a little bit of oil.
Nigga,
I
you
eat a
jumped
shot of
7
tequila.
times in a row, you're done.
Mm-mm.
7. That's gracious.
First of all,
funny.
a shot of tequila and I can do anything.
Just wait until that shot fucking wears
A
off.
shot. That might put you in a hospital for alcohol poisoning.
Grandma's gonna have a
I'm a
hangover of
millennial.
that
We
one
don't
shot.
get alcohol poisoning.
Exactly. You're a millennial. Your livers don't work like that no more.
All right, I
TikTok
got a
about
list.
millennials
Here
and
we
how-
go. Here's the full list of cartoons coming to Tubi on March 1st. That's already passed, by the
That
way.
was so disrespectful.
It was
You were
perfect timing. Continue.
Yeah. Powerpuff Girls, Teen Titans, The Batman, Ben 10, Pinky and the Brain, Justice League, Batman, The Brave and the Bold, Dexter's Laboratory, Ed, Edd and Eddie, Courage, The Cowardly Dog, Tasmania, Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends, Codename Kids Next Door, The Mask Animated, Yogi Gang. And there's even more. Jesus Christ. There's even more coming.
That's gonna be great.
Um,
I'm just gonna have Tubi all the time.
I completely forgot about Yogi Gang and the animated mask.
Ooh, they're getting Shaolin Showdown.
Ooh.
Tom and Jerry. Johnny Quest.
Oh, I'd be forgetting that Cartoon Network was Boomerang for a while.
It was.
Yes.
It was Boomerang for a
Before.
while. Grim Adventures of Billy and Manny. Freakazoid. Yeah, they're getting a lot of shit.
Well,
That's
you're
everything,
right.
man. That's all my news.
I have one more news topic. Well, it's more of a question to you guys. Did you guys watch the Scary Movie 6 trailer?
Yes, and I can't wait. Sorry, I lied. There's more news. First thing, Scary Movie 7 or Scream 7 has gotten terrible reviews. Everybody's like,
Yeah,
"What
I
the
think
fuck
that-
did I just watch?"
That was one of my topics. I didn't know if I should talk on it. First of all, Scream 7 and Scary Movie 6 coming out, that trailer coming at the same time has been frying my brain because I keep thinking they're talking about the same movie.
Yeah, that means they did a good job.
Yes, but it's not. It doesn't do them any favors because Scream 7 was atrocious.
Oh, you saw it?
Yes,
Give
I
us
had to.
Give us the 1 minute good bad. No, you had to.
Yeah, I had to because me and a coworker were gonna geek out about it. We're like the ones keeping movie theaters alive single-handedly across the country. You're welcome, country.
I go to the movies at least once a month.
We both
Across
go to
the
movies.
country, we are single-handedly keeping them alive, not passing by. Okay, we didn't drop money in the homeless person's bucket once every month. We drop consistently. They know us by name. Anyway, no, Scream 7 was god awfully atrocious. There were so many different concepts that they could have used as plot points to end the series or do it right or do it justice. They chose to spend the entire movie teasing a character who hasn't been in a movie since the first one. And the only payoff is that in real world terms, they had to hire the actor to do that. So
I'm gonna go see it just to know how bad it is, but I think I'm gonna go see Scary Movie 6 right after.
Scream
Or Scream 6.
7. No, Scream 7 was, yeah. It tried to do its, metabolical, or what's it called? Whatever Deadpool does that he knows he's in a comic.
Fourth wall break.
Fourth wall break. They tried the fourth wall break as they normally do. I mean, they started strong, ended very weak within 30 minutes of starting strong. And a lot of it just didn't make sense. And it was very obvious to figure out who it
Sounds
was.
like my high school career.
In short, I'm not a super fan of the Scream series, but I can tell that wasn't the most happy thing. I think most fans went into that movie hoping Cindy would die. And obviously that wasn't going to happen. You can't kill a Scream Queen. That's against the concept of a Scream Queen.
Scream Queens.
Yeah. But yeah, I feel bad. I feel bad for the people that had to act in that.
Sorry, that's funny as fuck. Oh, damn. So are you excited to see Scary Movie 6 now, knowing that movie was hot ass?
Well, I mean, Scary Movie 6, that's a comic. That's a parody movie.
Mm-hmm.
It is going to poke at everything scary movie since the last Scary Movie came out. I mean, not
The last
all
Scary Movie
horror
wasn't that
movies
good.
since the last one came out. Huh?
The last Scary Movie wasn't that good. Scary Movie 5 wasn't
I
that
can't
good.
remember.
So 3, 4, and 5 don't have the Wayans brothers, but 3 was written by the Wayans brothers. They just so like that's why it feels pretty okay. Like mostly written. I don't think they finished, but they just took that script and made changes as they needed, and that's how they made 3, and then 4 and 5 was made without them.
4 was okay. 5 was ass. I'm hoping 6 looks like it's gonna be funny as fuck. Like I'm gonna be on the
6
floor
will be
laughing.
hilarious. I'm going to be cracking up.
Yeah, it's hard to do a parody movie justice. So I give them credit for making attempts when they do. But I think there's just so much material for this one since the last one. It's easy to not mess it up. And then when you have the original creators and writers from that coming back, I mean, they were creative in the first one. I'm sure that's still there. So Yeah, whenever that, I don't know when that airs. I genuinely don't pay attention to that for movies anymore, but look
We
forward to it.
both grabbed our mice and started doing the same damn thing.
Yeah.
It airs in June.
Oh, word? That's my birthday, June 12th.
Mhm.
Oh, that's my birthday weekend. Well, if you're wondering what Diva's doing for her birthday weekend, I'll be seeing Scream 6.
Yep,
I mean,
very
Scary
millennial of
Movie
you.
6.
Very millennial of
So
you.
go to the movies for my birthday.
Hmm. I'm not mad at it.
Um,
I would enjoy that myself, but just know you was talking all that mess, and Cancun is right there.
no, it's not. I'm getting
Cancun on
married.
3. Cancun on 3. 1, 2,
The
3.
only thing I can
Cancun.
afford is the movies for my birthday. Actually,
Very
I'm also going to go see Wale for my birthday. He's performing in Orlando on my actual birthday, so I'm really excited.
big cousin.
Did you see Goat?
Yeah, did you see Goat?
No, probably won't.
But you saw.
Don't get me
Scream
wrong.
7.
I love the art direction of that just because it's across the Spider-Verse.
So
It was so
well
good. And it's
done.
not even just good for a kids
It's
movie. It was
so
good, and they like.
It's
At first,
hilarious.
I went in thinking that it was gonna be too fast. They were doing too much too quick, and then they got me through it. And I'm not gonna lie, the world building they did there, fucking great. I love the fact that all of the Roarball stages have their own like environmental hazards. Like in Vineland, there's like vines all over. It's a tripping hazard. In the one place they had like stalactites, in the other place they had it was like
And
ice.
stalagmites. They have both.
Yeah, and in the other place they had like ice. And like in the fourth quarter, the ice breaks.
Um, I I would say this as somebody who hasn't seen the movie. I recommend people do see it. I don't see animated movies that I haven't been continuations of something I saw when I was a kid. But that aside, because this is the same people that did Across the Spider-Verse and K-pop Demon Hunters, and Stephen Curry's involved, who is a professional basketball player, I would imagine his understanding of the game and how the environment is through his eyes, animating that would be a masterpiece.
I think like I also want to give credit to all the voice actors because like I need Jelly Roll to voice act more things because I didn't even know it was Jelly Roll. Like, and he has a fairly distinct voice, like
Oh, hell yeah.
speaking voice. But like in his character, he did a very good job. Like I was like, it was one of those times where it's like, this voice sounds familiar, but it's cool. Whatever. Watch the movie, then I look up the cast after, and I was like, that was Jelly Roll. This cool.
Shout out
Like
to
I liked
Jelly,
it.
man. He lost all that
Who did he
weight.
voice?
The bear.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yeah. That's it. So like, even Steph Curry's character, like thinking back, I'm like, oh yeah, that's Steph Curry. The only person who was obvious was Gabrielle Union, but I think maybe because I just know her voice. Like who it was. Oh, and of course, Jennifer Lewis. I mean, everybody knows Jennifer Lewis's voice. But her character was it fit. It was just great. Like it was such a good movie. And it was so cute and it was funny. It was really funny, and it had like kitty jokes which made me laugh, and then adult jokes that made me laugh. So I literally was laughing the whole time.
I guess that Nick Kroll was Moto's voice actor, and I was right.
Well, yeah. Who else would do that?
He does his thing, you know.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Nah, Moto was lit. He was fucking
Moto
crazy,
is
but he was lit.
Moto was weird, but he was fun.
No, great movie overall. If you haven't seen it, I recommend you see it. I very much enjoyed that movie. I want to go see it again. Actually, I cannot wait for it to be on digital and on DVD. So A, I can buy DVD to add to the collection, and B, so it's on digital, so I can fucking watch it again. Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Ears. We ready?
Ears. Let's do it.
Okay, so I don't think I showed these before. I'm just gonna say they are Tigger ears.
Excuse me, they're what ears?
With the hard ER too. I heard it.
You better not put them on your head.
It's
I will lose
Tigger.
all respect.
T-I-double-gut-er.
Mm-hmm.
What the
Yeah,
fuck?
I heard what you said.
You've never heard him spell his name? He literally
Dyslexic.
goes, "Hi, I'm Tigger. T-I-double-gut-er."
Bring out the
Moving
fucking
from-
ears,
Y'all didn't give me a rating.
you Tigger.
Okay, so these are the Tigger ears. So the bow is his stripes. The ears are like cat ears instead of like Mickey ears, and then it has whiskers. And then the sides are like fur instead of like your typical like material. Yeah, and then the back is like more his. It has like I guess it's supposed to be like a tail, but it's not. And then yeah, cat ears instead of like Mickey ears.
Can't lie
You're
to
a
you,
cat.
son. That's a big fat one.
I give it a 4. Solid.
A 1? You don't
Yeah.
like the Tigger ears?
No. You know why? Very simple. Cut that bow off. What do you think that is?
It's a cat.
No, cut the bow off and be like, oh, this is. You can say anything. You can say anything. I would have no idea.
You know it's Tigger because it's like
Because you
it's Tigger.
said it. If you didn't say that, I would not know what that is.
You're also not.
And
tapped
those
into
whiskers
it.
are depressing. The fact that he said 4, he should get a 1.
You get a 1.
Okay.
Fuck you.
Greg is now a 1.
I am the one, motherfucker. That's a 4. It's nice concept. It's solid.
Yeah.
It doesn't look bad. I agree with he. Those whiskers should A, be perked up, and B, that if you cut the ribbon off, but the ribbon's there for a reason. So, if you cut off most parts of all of her ears, you don't know what the fuck they are. So that's a mute point to me.
No, because if
You
it's
should've whispered to
Tigger,
do
and
this.
Tigger is entirely
Yes.
made of stripes, why are there no stripes on the ears?
Because the bow is supposed to
bow.
be like him.
But the ears are fur material.
Yes,
They are fur material. Yes.
I see what
There
you're
are
saying.
no-
I think that would give it a 5 for me if they actually continued the stripes, but it's solid ears.
It's not even a consistent color.
It is.
They are. They're the same. They're the same. It's just my lighting. They're the same. See? They're the
Okay.
same.
Yeah.
And
The
like,
material
it's
makes it not
because-
consistent, actually,
because it's fur. You can like move it. It's fur.
Yeah. which is
These ears are very
problematic.
inconsistent.
They could have just made the ears the fur material.
They're like a.
I mean, the bow.
They're
Sorry,
like
the
a
bow.
shaved. Yeah, they're like a shaved hair. It's still like the hair material, but it's like you ever like shave a dog, so it's like this. It's like short.
They should
Why?
It's
shave
like a
those ears.
1. I haven't, but look, this is like a 1, and this is not shaved.
They should
Like,
You
shave those
fighting for
ears.
something? Just let it go. They're one. It's okay.
I like them. Obviously,
That's
I bought
great.
them.
Well, you also like Tigger, so
I do. I like the way he spells his name.
weeks. How's everybody's week been?
I love
Like,
me
I
some
want to spell my
Bmore.
name B-E-N.
Oh my
That
God.
doesn't work. Anyway,
You're too dyslexic for this. Stop it.
I know how to spell my name. Wow, damn.
Not in a weird way.
Anyway. My week. It's been cool. I got some good news. Signed some contracts, spent some monies. So, things are moving and shaking as far as like my wedding is concerned. Which is exciting. I started a new anime.
Whatever.
Look, y'all see his eyes perk up? Y'all see HD's eyes perk up when I said it? Just for you. No, this one was for D. I started Apothecary Diaries. And you were right, it has everything, and I want it. You was right. Like when you write, you right. It had literally all of the shit is in there. It's so much shit in this show. It just is like, put it in the bag. And it's so good. It's so good. I'm enjoying it. I'm like on episode like 22. That's how long it took me to do my hair. 22 episodes. So however long that is, with some breaks in between. But yeah, I love it. I'm gonna fold some. I got to do my nails for BlurCon, and I'm gonna watch some more.
Respect. I hope you continue to enjoy.
Yeah. I'm loving all the mysteries. There's so much mystery. It's so much.
And
I
then
gotta
she was
figure
like,
out.
Greg
I
will
got
like
so many
it.
questions.
He would like this, and this thing happens, and this thing happens. I'm like, now I'm definitely not
I
gonna
was
watch
talking. I was talking to Jordan on my day. You shouldn't
While we
have
were
been
building
listening.
a bed together.
Mind your business.
While we were building a
Talking to
bed
Jordan.
together.
I was
I
talking
think
to
that's just
Jordan.
called marriage, Greg.
Thank you.
Whatever you want to call it. I'm not watching Apothecary Diaries, so
No, I mean you talking about building a bed together. It's just called marriage, man.
we're gonna break it
They
together
were
too.
building it to break it. See? Uh, and that's basically everything that's going on with me. I have not been in the parks as much as I would like to because there's been a lot of wedding stuff going on. Which after all of this process is done, I'm going to be super happy to share with people because it's a process. But yeah, and I'm excited for BlurCon this weekend. I got all my little fits down. I'm going to do some Disney bounding, which I haven't done before, so I'm excited about that. And yeah, actually, I don't know which ears I'm going to wear. I don't know if I'm wearing those belt ears or my light up ones. Both match my outfit.
All right. Heat, how's your week, man?
I started what the hell did I start? I started Roll Over and Die. Been watching Primal. Roll Over and
I
Die, the
have been
closest
too.
that's funny. The closest comparison to Roll Over and Die is Clevis's having a character who can just get hurt and instantly heal from it is very excruciatingly painful to watch because of how they utilize that ability.
Recklessly,
Um,
9 times out of 10.
Yeah.
Oh, it's intelligent recklessly. Like I need to get to the bottom of the lake, so I'm gonna sit in this barrel and drown repeatedly.
I mean, Andy gets smart about how his regeneration works.
Well, he's done it
Yeah.
for like years. These are people that are just now developing it.
Oh,
Mhm.
I mean, I think I'd be
Yeah.
pretty smart with it. If I can't die, oh yeah, I'm doing weird shit.
Just painful to watch. But yeah, Primal. I've been watching. I've been scared to finish season 3 because I can tell that season 2 was rushed to ending, but
I don't think it was rushed. I think it was planned to be that short or that long. I think it was planned. How he talks about
They
it
had
is
a-
he planned for it to end there. Period.
yeah, but I just feel like how they got there because they had the episode that was basically just like a one-off bit about a different timeline. It was like very what's the show called? Damn it! When it's just like it's every episode's different, like Black Mirror. Fuck. Say
Anthology.
this all
Mhm.
anthology. There we go. They had a one-off anthology episode, but I don't know. I just feel like the ending happened really fast, which I get. Life happens fast, and you know it's the show.
Life
in
happened
general.
fucking fast for him. I was so pissed at the end of season 2. I was so mad because I wanted my nigga. He won. You don't get to spin the block in those times. That was such bullshit. And then he
Yeah.
won again. But at what cost?
See now with the reason I say that season was rushed was because the whole pregnancy thing, like they could have put that earlier in the episode. It didn't. It kind of felt rushed in the moment. I didn't know you can make someone pregnant in your dying breath.
Hell yeah, that's the most powerful seed there, brother. You know what's really funny about that? And being someone who's trying to make a child, you know, the stars had to align for that child to be born. Because not only did they have to have a genetic match, she also had to be ovulating at the exact same time. And then amongst all of that, it had to make it.
Yeah.
And then she had to carry it to fucking term. Like, what the fuck? But yeah, no, that
Um,
ending kind of not gets thrown out, but like something weird. I'm on the episode where they met back up in season 3.
Same.
So I'm like, what are we going to do about that now? Because you showed me something that doesn't make sense now, you know?
Right. So, and that was my whole point because season 3, if you don't know what Primal is, it's about a caveman whose family gets killed by large dinosaurs. And in this moment, somehow, some way, he meets smaller dinosaurs. Well, sorry, large T-Rex. He meets a smaller T-Rex, and her kids die to the same T-Rexes. And so they form this kind of communal bond thing. It's the same creator, I forget his name, from Samurai Jack. So it's basically no dialogue.
Grendy Travosky.
Yes, there you go, Grindy Gravosky. There's no dialogue in the show. Season 2 ends as it ends with his life. I can't say this is not a spoiler because it's literally the cover of the show.
Yeah,
Season 2 ends with his life, and then season 3 he is a zombie. They bring him back, and I felt like it was very much because they wanted to continue this story after they had prematurely ended it.
I just watched an interview on it the other day. So what ended up happening with it was they wrote Primal. It was only supposed to be 2 seasons, right? Season 1, they did this. Season 2, and his writing process, if I can't comfortably write 10 episodes and then fix them up, I don't do it. He said the reason that they made the 3rd season is because they'd been done Primal for 2 years, right?
Yeah.
And it hadn't been released yet. And when it got released, he's like, you guys finish it in a few weeks. So once this is over, that 2-week discourse about it happens, and it brings up new emotions. Now seeing that how people are taking it, and I've been done with this project for 2 years now.
Yeah.
So he's like, when I heard the discourse and saw it, I realized I wasn't done with it, and I had an idea for 10 more. And he's like, I want his story to continue, and that's where it came from, because he planned on leaving it where it was. Oh, he dies, and his legacy gets carried on. Done.
Yeah.
But obviously he wasn't done with it, and it's like, how do we bring I think it's Spear. How do we bring Spear back?
Yeah, Spear.
Spear and Fang. That's their names.
Yeah. Which yeah, in short, I grew to love Primal not just because it's one of those shows where there's literally no verbal dialogue besides a name here and there.
But has amazing
storytelling.
Yeah, the storytelling is like not lost without dialogue. Like everything is still there.
Yeah, and that's not easy to do. Plus,
that would be hard for me to watch.
When people call me and yap my head off, I can literally just stare at the TV and follow the story without missing anything.
Yeah. No, Benta, I promise you, it's not a hard story to follow. Like it's very, it's so much happening so quickly. That shows the definition of life comes at you fast. Okay. No, that shows the definition of it's Samurai Jack without words, but it's the definition of life comes at you fast, because every episode is almost anthology style, but it's leading somewhere. It feels like an anthology until you get towards the end of season 1 when you realize it's leading somewhere, and then season 2 is following that rugged path, right? And then season 3 is like, what the fuck?
Yeah. So in short, yeah, I've been catching up on anime and shows that I plan to finish. I'm trying to be brief here. I caught Bungo Stray Dogs season 5 that I've been BSing on for a while. But my issue with Bungo Stray Dogs is that once I watch the first episode of the season, there's so much mystery and intrigue. I binge it all at once. I literally finished it in like 4 or 5 hours.
Damn.
And then the ending just left me so confused because there's so much more coming to season 6. Like the story is only growing in complexity. I did a 3-day juice cleanse detox thing, hell on earth. I won't get into it. Just know it was good. It was good for me. I'm not super unhealthy, so there wasn't a drastic difference, but I could feel the difference.
I was about to say, why'd you do a juice cleanse?
I've been talking about detoxes at work with someone, and I was just like, I mean, it's been a thought. I'll try it. Why not? I basically had liquids. With you
outside of the pod more. I'm very curious to what you do in life.
Yeah, it's an interesting experience. But yeah, I don't think there's anything like real major outside of that. But love some good TV, man. Still watching the movies. What the hell did I see before Scream? Don't remember. Point is, you know, a lot of things to watch out there. I'm always a fan of media.
Fair. I like that a lot. What did Galaxy Greg do?
Can you just talk in fucking third person?
I saw a movie. Went to go see Goat. I think I got some food one of those 2 days. Yeah, I got crabs one of those days because it's Valentine's Day. I saw a couple family members. They came by for a reunion. That was interesting.
Came to Baltimore.
Yeah, she completely missed over that. What else did Greg do?
Sometimes.
Started a new job site. I started my Perler page, or my art page in specific, in which I'm going to be doing a lot of art there. I have some of the stuff I was showing Diva, but I got some of the stuff that we're bringing to DreamCons, you know. So make sure you follow my art page, Interstellar Seller, spelled like sellers, not seller, it's cellar. Um, but yeah, I made a bunch of perlers these past couple weeks. I've made a Hello Kitty, I've made a Sharingan Eye, I've made a Stitch. I redid my Devil Fruits again, so you know we got Gum Fruits on deck. We got fruit in the house, and then a chopper. Very proud of this one.
The chopper
I
came
like
out
that
really
chopper.
cute.
Yeah.
It's
You
adorable.
want one? I can get you one.
Oh, no.
He never wants to accept gifts from me, and then when I pull up to like a 10-ton truck of just shit for him one day, I'm like, "This is yours now. Figure it out."
And I will grab a poster board, write on a sign. Those will be sold right on
Not
the spot.
nice.
Right?
But he's giving it to you as his friend.
They'll be sold on the spot. He will get 80% commission, and he will like it.
80%, nigga. That's like I didn't even. Doing things nice for heat is so hard. This is why I hit him with fireballs. That being said, Solasta also comes out on the 12th.
Forgot about that. Yeah. Haven't finished the campaign with Javon, so
I was gonna say we say fuck that campaign and we schedule a day, 2 days a week, and we just hey Solasta these days because got crossplay, and we hit that hard since it's gonna be a brand new game with a big ass campaign.
fair. A lot of unknowns. Yeah.
Yeah, because we already all have beaten the game, so you know it's
It's hard to want to go back to it. Yeah.
But yeah, outside of that, I haven't really played the game in the past like week and a half. After I made it to GM, so I've just been kind of like working on Perler stuff, getting ready for BlurredCon. Got a
3
hair
wins away
appointment
from
tomorrow.
eternity.
You said what?
3 wins away from eternity.
You got it. I know you do. But maybe I'll get the Celestial. Who knows? Maybe I'll touch greatness. We'll see what happens. But yeah, I've been just prepping for this con. I got a ton of big perlers to do and to get ready for, and then I took off on Thursday and Thursday because I was like, I need to get more perlers done. So I'm going to work tomorrow. I have my hair appointment. Then once I get home from my hair appointment, I'm literally just doing perlers for the rest of the night. And then Thursday, when I wake up, I'm doing perlers till the midday. Then my break from perlers is going to be cleaning out my car so I can have these fuckers in it. And then I'm going to do
Did you
perlers
clean
for
your
the rest
guest
of the night
room?
again. I don't ever use my guest room. There's no reason to clean it. It remains clean.
Oh, okay. Because
You're not sleeping in the guest room. You're sleeping outside.
Yeah. I don't like how you flipped your hair when you said that.
It's not nice. I'm telling Jordan. First of all, Jordan said night. I asked.
Yeah. I don't like the entitlement that came with the statement. Did
I'm
you
calling
clean your desk?
HR. Hi, I'm HR.
Yeah.
Oh, and then I started
Literally.
doing voice acting. I actually started like recording some stuff. I made a voice acting page as well, just to kind of log in and all that. So, you know, big things happening these days.
Chi, do you want to hear something funny before we go?
Sure.
My aunt got so drunk at our family reunion, she fell off the porch twice.
And didn't drop her cigarette either times.
It like fell like on the cigarette, did not drop it either time. And the second time she fell out of her shoes, but did not drop that cigarette.
We love a woman that has her goals and, knows what she wants in life and is determined
That
and
motherfucking
focused.
nicotine, Nick.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's been episode 159 of the Bmore podcast. Be sure to follow the podcast, rated 5 stars on Spotify and Apple Pod, and subscribe if you haven't. Like, share, comment, and put it everywhere that you possibly can. Follow the pod at Be More Nerdy on all platforms. That includes Twitter, TikTok, YouTube, Twitch, Facebook, all those places. Make sure you do it. And then you can follow me at GalaxyGreg_. I switched all of my names over to something with Galaxy Greg. So GalaxyGreg_. You should be able to find it. Dedicated to the name. Sorry, Mr. Space Waits is what I'll always be. But online, I'll just be Galaxy Greg. And then make sure to follow my art page, Interstellar Seller. I'm doing commissions. I have everything up. Just DM me, and I'll let you know if you can get something and share the price sheet with you. Outside of that, that's it for me. Diva.
Little dummies, it's your girl Diva XOXO. Comment below. Oh, we just talked about news and stuff. Comment below some movies that you guys are interested in, or some games that you are interested in, that you're excited about that are coming out, and we'll look into them. They'll look into the games. Y'all know I won't, but I will watch movies. You can always find me at the Diva XOXO on Instagram and TikTok. HD.
Yeah, definitely tune in to some good movies. But let us know what you think about The Bride, Hail Mary Project, or maybe like Ready or Not too, because I probably won't see that, but someone will, and I'm curious to know thoughts. So
Say less. With that being said, we are the Bmore podcast. Remember to go out, have fun, and be more nerds. Peace.
We out here.